Mr. Deputy President, I move private members' business item number 1215, standing in my name. I recently asked a good friend of mine who works for an artificial intelligence-based company that you've almost certainly heard of, what questions politicians should be asking about the impending proliferation of AI. I thought he might talk about cybersecurity, data management, workplace productivity. Instead, almost immediately, he said that we should be designing a robust social welfare policy. His take was that work as we know it would essentially cease to exist, leading to a total rethinking of social and economic structures. It's big picture stuff, it's complex, it's unknown, and it's coming. But there is a huge gap between the people who know the most about AI capabilities and risks and those who don't know about it at all. When I've brought up AI with people, because I'm very cool, I sometimes get asked, well, are you for it or against it? I have to say that we are well past that question. It is now a matter of how or how not to use AI. AI is a tool, it is a capability. It is not an industry or a sector. It will permeate our lives in all facets. And in fact, AI is already such an embedded feature of our lives, we often don't even realise where it's working. ChatGPT, just 18 months old, has revolutionised the world's thinking about AI and its capabilities as an almost sentient presence. But AI has for years underpinned tools like Google Maps, to supermarket online chatbots, to government services like the New South Wales legislation twin, which enhances public access to legislation through improved search and by generating automated summaries of gazettes. And also in Revenue New South Wales, which has been using AI since 2018 to identify and support vulnerable people who may be unable to pay their fines by providing alternative resolutions to fines or imprisonment. The use of AI to generate individualised medicine, to make our energy grids more efficient, to strengthen our democracy by engaging disenfranchised voters and finding bridging views across a population. These are the massive benefits that we can capture through using AI, but there are also big concerns. Professor Melanie Mitchell notes the limitations that AI systems currently have. Things like being unable to transfer knowledge from one domain to another, or provide quality explanations of decision-making processes. These lead to a range of risks like questions of bias, fairness, reproducibility, security vulnerabilities, and legal liability. People are worried about losing their jobs, their intellectual property, and their privacy. We are on the very edge of having AI tools that can literally set up an online retail store, from emailing suppliers to setting up a bank account and responding to disgruntled customers who have received the wrong colour product. There are also serious considerations about the impact of generative AI on our democracy, with deep fakes soon to reach undetectably realistic quality and online bots being used to drive polarisation and extremism through mis- and disinformation. These are technologies that can hack our human psychology for extremely nefarious and destructive purposes. Yet we are far past the point of eliminating artificial intelligence from our lives, and containment presents a set of challenges that must be considered and addressed in a serious, expert and sustained way. That is why New South Wales needs a dedicated AI Commissioner. It is not good enough that this Labor government suggests another bureaucratic position to get lost amongst the matrix of roles that already exist. We need a public-facing leader dedicated to this task. It is not enough to have an Information and Privacy Commissioner. We need a specialist who is entrusted to undertake research, gather industry together, lead education for the public, businesses, and the public service. The Labor government has already cut the role of the Chief Data Scientist, an incredibly impactful position, which led to the creation of the world-leading ethical framework for the use of AI, which was used as a template at federal levels and even internationally. As legislators, we are at the forefront of responsibility when it comes to harnessing, exploring, and protecting against artificial intelligence technology. As legislators, we are at the bleeding edge of a technological shift that is possibly unparalleled in human history. It is exciting and slightly terrifying. Mustafa Suleyman, one of the founders of AI company DeepMind, knows what he's talking about and suggests 4 intrinsic characteristics of AI that make containment such a big challenge. Hugely asymmetric impact, that there is hyper-fast evolution, omni-use, and it's increasingly autonomous. This technology is stretching the limits of human capability and is quickly overtaking it. And Australians are at particular risk of being overcome by what Mustafa Suleyman calls the coming wave. Australians are some of the most sceptical and hesitant about adopting AI technology. The people of New South Wales deserve an AI commissioner. We need an AI commissioner to help equip us for the uncertainty that lies ahead.